Sophia was a 14-year-old girl with a big heart and even bigger dreams. Born deaf, she had never heard the music that filled people's lives with joy and excitement. Yet that night she found herself at an Elvis concert, her spirit buzzing with hope. Sophia had always imagined what it would be like to feel music deeply, not through sound, but through the vibrations that pulsed through the floor. She held her mother's hand tightly as they settled into their seats in the back row, feeling the energy of the crowd. The arena was alive with electric energy. Bright lights flashed, illuminating faces filled with joy and anticipation. Each time the lights swept across the audience, Sophia couldn't help but smile shyly, wishing for a moment that she could be part of their world of sound. Yet in her heart, she thought Elvis would never notice her. As the concert progressed, Sophia waved her hands in delight to express her excitement. She felt the beat of the music travel through her fingertips and into her soul. Then, something incredible happened. Midway through his performance, Elvis glanced towards where she sat. He paused the music and asked for the lights to find her. The entire arena fell silent, holding its breath in anticipation as he walked towards Sophia. It was a moment she would never forget, one that promised connection and magic beyond words. As the concert began, the arena was filled with a vibrant energy that seemed to pulse through the air. Fans of all ages, adorned in colorful outfits and Elvis memorabilia, filled every seat. The excited chatter and laughter echoed, creating a warm buzz that enveloped Sophia and her mother as they took in the spectacle before them. Flashing lights swept across the crowd, illuminating faces filled with joy and anticipation. Each beam seemed to dance with the rhythm of the music, creating a dazzling display that captivated everyone present. The excitement was contagious. Sophia could feel it building in her chest as she clutched her mother's hand tightly. She watched as fans cheered and waved their hands in the air, a sea of movement that made her heart race. The stage was alive with musicians, each note played resonating through the floor. Even though Sophia couldn't hear the melodies, she sensed the vibrations beneath her feet, like a gentle heartbeat echoing through the arena. As Elvis appeared, dressed in his iconic jumpsuit and radiating charisma, cheers erupted from the audience, shaking the very ground Sophia stood on. She smiled broadly, wishing to be part of this joyous celebration. The atmosphere was electric. Every fan seemed to share a connection with each other, and with Elvis himself. It was a night filled with hope, dreams, and the promise of something extraordinary waiting just around the corner. Little did Sophia know that this moment would change everything for her. As the concert lights flickered and flashed, Sophia's heart raced with a mix of hope and nerves. Holding her mother's hand tightly, she could feel a comforting warmth spreading between them, anchoring her in the midst of the excitement. The arena was vibrant, and while she couldn't hear the music, she sensed the powerful emotions swirling around her. The cheers and laughter from the crowd were like ripples that reached her through the vibrations underfoot. Sophia's mind danced with thoughts as she watched other fans revel in the experience. She longed to fully share in their joy, to connect with the music in a way that felt unattainable. Each time the lights swept over the audience, highlighting faces lit up with smiles, she shyly smiled back, wishing for just a moment to be noticed. But deep inside, a tiny voice whispered that someone like her could never be singled out by a star like Elvis. As she waved her hands in delight during energetic moments, bursts of confidence surged through her. The thrill of being part of something so significant took over her worries, if only for a moment. With every beat of energy flowing through the floor, Sophia imagined what it would be like to feel the music resonating within her soul. In that moment, her dreams felt just within reach, and she held on to her mother's hand tighter, hoping for a special connection that could make this night unforgettable. Little did she know how soon that hope would become reality. As the concert continued, Sophia found herself entranced by the excitement of the audience. Every cheer and applause echoed through her body in powerful waves, even though she couldn't hear the sound. Whenever the spotlight swept across the crowd, illuminating different faces filled with joy, she felt a rush of warmth. Shyly, she smiled back at those around her, sharing in their happiness, and wanting nothing more than to be part of that joyful energy. The cheers were like a gentle breeze, lifting her spirits and filling her with a sense of belonging. Each time the audience erupted into applause, Sophia's cheeks flushed with delight, and she waved her hands excitedly in response. The vibrant colors from the lights danced around her, casting bright reflections on her face and making her feel alive amid the thousands of fans. She watched as others swayed to the music, their bodies moving in harmony with the rhythm that pulsed through the floor. Even if she couldn't hear it, Sophia sensed something magical about this night, a feeling that she was witnessing something extraordinary. With every applause and scream of excitement from the crowd, she felt more hopeful that something special would happen. As she remained connected to her mother's hand, their shared smiles reflected an understanding that stretched beyond words. In those fleeting moments when the lights caught her eye, Sophia dared to dream. Maybe tonight was going to be unforgettable after all. Little did she know how quickly those lingering hopes would come to life. As the concert reached its peak, the energy in the arena was electric. Sophia watched in awe as Elvis moved across the stage, his charisma captivating everyone around her. The crowd sang along passionately, their voices blending into a joyful chorus that vibrated through the floor. In that moment, she felt inspired to express her excitement, waving her hands in the air with abandon. Suddenly, Sophia noticed a shift on stage. Elvis paused mid-song, scanning the crowd with an intensity that sent a ripple of suspense through the audience. In an instant, his gaze landed on her. Time seemed to freeze as he pointed directly at her and gestured for the lights to find her. The arena fell silent, every soul holding their breath in anticipation of what would happen next. Sophia's heart raced as she realized he was acknowledging her. She could hardly believe it. This was a dream come true. Her cheeks flushed with excitement and disbelief as she waved both hands enthusiastically, hoping to convey her joy. The crowd erupted in cheers, urging Elvis forward, who began walking toward her. With each step he took, Sophia's heart pounded louder in her chest. It felt as if the whole world had disappeared, leaving just the two of them in that moment. She couldn't help but wonder what would happen next. Would he invite her on stage? The air was thick with suspense and hope as everyone waited to see how this unexpected encounter would unfold. Little did she know that this special moment was just beginning. As Elvis paused in his performance, a hush fell over the crowd that was almost tangible. The excitement that filled the arena moments before transformed into a profound silence, with every fan holding their breath in anticipation. Their eyes eagerly followed Elvis as he searched for Sophia, and the lights slowly shifted to find her among the sea of enthusiastic faces. It was a pivotal moment that grabbed everyone's attention. Sophia could feel the atmosphere shift. It was as if time itself had stood still. Her heart raced, and she could hardly believe what was unfolding before her. Every person in the arena shared a collective sense of wonder and curiosity about what this unexpected interaction might lead to. Soft gasps and murmurs rippled through the audience, heightening the suspense that lingered in the air. When the lights finally settled on her, Sophia felt a rush of warmth wash over her. She lifted her hands and waved with all the joy she could muster, hoping to convey her excitement despite being unable to hear their cheers. The crowd erupted into applause, a wave of soundless support reaching out to her. Inspired by this overwhelming energy, Sophia smiled brightly, feeling connected not just to Elvis but to everyone around her. Elvis took confident strides toward her, and Sophia's world narrowed down to just him and that powerful moment shared between them. With each step he took towards her, whispers of awe spread through the audience as they collectively leaned in closer, eager to witness how this enchanting encounter would unfold next. As Elvis stepped away from the stage, a hush fell over the audience, all eyes focused on him as he walked confidently into the crowd. The magic of the moment seemed to hang in the air, tangible and electric. Sophia's heart raced as she watched him approach, his smile warm and genuine, making her feel seen and valued. It was a kindness that transcended the usual barriers between celebrity and fan. Elvis moved gracefully through the throng of adoring fans, who parted to let him through like waves around a ship. Each step he took towards Sophia was filled with intention, revealing his willingness to connect on a personal level. This was not just a star performing. This was a man reaching out to someone who needed it most. The weight of his attention made Sophia blush with disbelief and joy. Sophia couldn't help but think about how surreal this moment was. She had come to the concert to feel music in a way she never thought possible, but here she was experiencing something more profound, a moment filled with compassion and understanding. As he drew closer, she could see the kindness in his eyes, a look that promised her that her experience mattered. Finally reaching her, Elvis knelt down slightly so that he could meet her at eye level. The roar of the crowd faded into a distant hum, leaving just the two of them in this magical space. In that instant, it felt as if everything faded away except for their shared joy and connection, reminding Sophia that dreams can indeed come true in the most unexpected ways. As Elvis knelt before Sophia, a sense of wonder filled the space around them. He gently took her hand and placed it on his guitar, guiding her fingers to the smooth, warm surface. "Feel this," he said softly, looking into her eyes with sincerity. She could sense the vibrations resonating through the instrument, each strum sending gentle ripples of energy that traveled up her arm and into her heart. Sophia's eyes widened in disbelief as she felt the music in a way she had only dreamed of. The vibrations pulsed beneath her hand, and for the first time, she truly connected with the essence of the music. It was as if Elvis had opened a door to a world she had always wanted to enter but never thought possible. Each note he played seemed to flow through her body like a river of soundless joy. The audience watched in awe as he sang softly just for her. His voice was tender and gentle, a soothing melody that wrapped around Sophia like a warm embrace. Tears streamed down her cheeks, not from sadness but from overwhelming happiness. She was experiencing something beautiful and unique in that moment. Elvis continued to play, occasionally looking at Sophia with encouragement, as if saying that sharing this experience made it all the more special. She smiled brightly back at him, feeling cherished and understood in a way that transcended words. The connection they shared felt powerful, radiating kindness that spread throughout the audience like magic, leaving all who witnessed it with hearts full of appreciation for this unforgettable moment. As Elvis continued to strum his guitar, Sophia felt the music vibrate through her entire being. Each note resonated within her, creating an extraordinary connection that stirred deep emotions. Tears began to stream down her face, not from sadness but from overwhelming happiness and disbelief. For the first time in her life, she was truly experiencing music, not just as a series of sounds but as a beautiful force that filled her heart with warmth and joy. The vibrations pulsated beneath her fingertips, each strum sending ripples of energy flowing through her arm and into her chest. Sophia closed her eyes for a moment, allowing herself to be fully immersed in this magical experience. The tenderness in Elvis's voice wrapped around her like a soft blanket, soothing and comforting in a way that made everything else fade away. In that precious moment, Sophia felt seen and understood in a way she had never imagined possible. She looked up at Elvis, who smiled back at her with genuine kindness, further deepening their connection. It was as if they shared a secret language, a bond created through the love of music that transcended words. The audience watched in awe, many moved to tears by the sight of Sophia's joy and the beauty of their interaction. They could feel the love radiating from the stage, uniting everyone present. This was more than just a concert. It was an unforgettable moment that would leave an indelible mark on Sophia's heart forever. She knew she would carry this experience with her for the rest of her life, a testament to the power of kindness and connection through music. As the tender moment unfolded on stage, the atmosphere in the arena was charged with emotion. The audience, captivated by the connection between Elvis and Sophia, watched intently, their hearts swelling with compassion. Many felt tears welling up in their eyes as they witnessed a beautiful act of kindness that transcended the typical concert experience. Some wiped away tears, moved by the sincerity of the scene playing out before them. With every strum of Elvis's guitar, a wave of collective joy washed over the crowd, echoing Sophia's own feelings of happiness. They could see the light in her eyes and the smile on her face, reflecting a dream come true, and it reminded everyone present of the power of love and understanding. The shared experience resonated within them, as they all became part of something much larger than a concert. It was a celebration of connection and humanity. People glanced at one another, sharing knowing smiles and nods as if to say they recognized how special this moment truly was. Some whispered softly, caught up in emotions that resonated in their hearts. Each interaction reinforced a sense of unity, drawing everyone closer together in a bond of shared appreciation. As Elvis continued to gaze at Sophia while he sang, the tension melted into warmth and happiness. The audience hung on to every note, each chord seemingly filled with love and genuine care. This was not just a performance. It was an unforgettable experience that would stay with them forever, reminding them of the beauty found in compassion and connection through music. As the concert came to a close, Sophia couldn't help but reflect on how the unforgettable interaction with Elvis had changed everything for her. In just a few precious moments, he had opened up a world of music that she never knew existed. The vibrations she felt while placing her hand on his guitar transformed her understanding of what music meant, not just as sounds but as a powerful expression of emotion and connection. No longer was she just an observer at the concert. She felt fully immersed in a beautiful experience that would forever shape her life. The joy and warmth radiating from the stage had wrapped around her like a comforting embrace, and she knew this night would be etched into her memory forever. Every strum of Elvis's guitar echoed in her heart, creating ripples of happiness that would accompany her long after the concert ended. Sophia glanced around at the audience, who were still wiping away tears and smiling in awe. She realized that their shared experience had forged bonds among strangers, reminding everyone present of the beauty found in compassion and kindness. It was more than just one girl meeting a star. It was about the connections made through music that touched hearts. From that moment on, Sophia vowed to share her story. She wanted others to know how important it is to see and embrace each other, just as Elvis saw her that night. The concert was no longer just an event. It became a powerful reminder of the extraordinary possibilities life can offer when kindness is at its core. With renewed hope, Sophia stepped into her future, ready to chase her dreams and inspire others along the way. In conclusion, Sophia's unforgettable experience at the Elvis concert serves as a powerful reminder of the impact that kindness and connection can have in our lives. What began as a simple wish to feel the vibrations of music transformed into a profound interaction filled with empathy and understanding. This moment not only changed Sophia's life but also touched the hearts of everyone present, reinforcing the idea that music is not just about sound, it's about the emotions and connections it fosters among people. As tears flowed freely from both Sophia and the audience, they understood that such heartfelt moments can unite us all, transcending barriers and differences. The collective joy radiating from that stage was a testament to how compassion can bring light into our lives, often when we least expect it. Sophia's journey reminds us that we all have the ability to make a difference in someone else's life, whether it's through a kind gesture or simply being present. This concert became more than an event. It evolved into a celebration of love, acceptance, and shared humanity. Through her story, Sophia inspires others to recognize and embrace these fleeting yet extraordinary connections. As we move forward in our lives, let us carry this message with us. Moments of kindness can change hearts and minds in ways beyond words. Just like Sophia discovered that unforgettable night, we are all capable of creating beautiful memories by reaching out and connecting with one another through compassion and shared experiences.